and welcome to our valuation video part of the Landlord Property Toolkit. This video looks at property pricing and why it's so important to get this right first time around when you look at the health and well-being of your property investment. Now I'm going to use a couple of examples with you today to run some maths and really look at why this is such an important consideration, especially when you do consider the longer term picture. So I'll use two examples with you today, and we're going to call them Bill and Ben. Both of these are landlords and both of them own a property here in Nottingham in the same block where the market rent is £800 per calendar month. Now, Bill is well aware of this. He's done his research, he understands what the local demand is like, and as a result he puts the property on the market for £800. In that first 12 months he secures 12 months of rental income because he gets a really quick let, and he, as a result, is able to secure an annual return of £9,600. Ben, on the other hand, is slightly more aggressive with his property pricing and he wants to try and secure a little bit more. So he puts his property on the market for £850 per calendar month. As a result, he secures a tenant, but not doing so before having a 1 month rental void at the start of that tenancy. So over the full 12-month period, Ben actually secures £9,350. So actually £250 less than Bill secured and £250 less than he would have secured had he put the property on the market at £800 and not had that same rental void. Now, in addition, Ben also, unfortunately, as a result of having that 1 month rental void, will have also had to pay council tax and a couple of other bills associated with having the property empty. So not only did he secure less rent, he also had outgoings and costs associated with that void. So his net position at the end of that first year was £450 worse off than his friend Bill, who had put the property on at £800 but didn't have, crucially, that same rental void. Now that £450 at the rent differential that they currently have of £50 per calendar month will take a further 9 months to recoup. So we've got a 9-month catch-up period, but that's not forgetting the 1 year that he's already had to try and secure rental income against his property. So it takes Ben a year and 9 months to secure rental parity with his neighbour Bill, who put the property on the market for less, but as a result got a quicker let. Now, if this void period, if this rent differential between the two properties was not £850 but it was just £825, but it still led to that same rental void at the start of the tenancy, and as a result only 11 out of those first 12 months the property was returning an income, this period here would double as a consequence. So rather than it taking a year and 9 months to secure the same rental income, it would actually take 3 years and 6 months. A slightly silly example, I know, but hopefully one that demonstrates a really important point, that rental voids are really, really important, and they're really, really important to ensure we avoid. You can see the difference that it makes in terms of the actual financials, and also in terms of the time that it takes to recoup this money, is really quite significant. So when we look at pricing a property, we want to understand the whole picture. We want to be forward thinking. We want to understand, what does the year ahead look like, what do the 2 years ahead look like, because it's all well and good wanting to secure a higher headline figure, but if it's at the expense of the annual income or the income going into the future, then it's not always the right thing to do. In addition, you may also find that if you try and secure a really high rent, you have a higher tenant turnover. People don't want to stay as long if they think that they're paying a top rent for the house, whereas if they think that they've got a really good deal on the property that they're living in and that other people are paying more perhaps in their block, they're far more likely to stay, and you're far less likely to have these rental voids, which, as demonstrated, really do impact the well-being of your property investment. So as I said, I hope that's been some useful food for thought. Hope it's been helpful in considering how you're going to price your property when you bring it to the market next time. And if you've got any questions about this or anything else, please do get in touch. We do our very best to help. Many thanks.